Ian Rappaport saying Danielle Hunter trade talks are heating up. What the hell? Welcome back to the Onebar and Lupagus show. I'm Onebar, and Ian Rappaport just dropping bombs out there on NFL Network saying that the Danielle Hunter trade talks are definitely heating up. We'll be talking about that. Before we do that, remember, subscribe to the channel. Let's get to 10,000 subs. Join that YouTube membership for the perks, for the giveaways, all that fun stuff. But yeah, I don't know how to feel about this. Comments, let me know what you're thinking about this, as always. But first off, this isn't the Vikings just coming out and making a statement. Hey, we're getting phone calls. We're getting people want to talk to Danielle Hunter. This is Ian Rappaport. And Rappaport, as we know, has become one of the main guys out there. He knows his shit. So this isn't just driving up his trade value. This is real stuff. And he said, and I quote, interest is pretty serious. Teams calling about Danielle Hunter. And he makes some obvious points, basically saying teams want very good players at very important positions. And that is exactly what Danielle Hunter is. We know Hunter is still only 28 years old. We know he is not happy. We know he wants a contract. We know he's only making $5 million in change. So yes, the contract is deserving, but in comes the wrinkle. What are teams willing to give up for Danielle Hunter? Straight up. And honestly, I have no clue. We have seen trades of players in their prime go for nothing. And Danielle Hunter, while I think he's definitely worth some valuable draft capital, anything we get for him as Vikings fans, I think we're just be like, we got ripped. We got ripped off. It didn't work. This guy's a stud. He's coming off a 10.5 sack season with Ed Donatel as his defensive coordinator, meaning in any other team, he probably would have had 30.5 sacks. But that's the first thing right off the bat is whatever we get for him probably won't match the value of Hunter. But is this guy going to hold out? Are we going to be forced to trade him? Is someone just going to come to the table and actually knock our socks off? We will see. The obvious things you got to go straight to is Hunter leaving this Vikings team makes a defense coming off one of their worst seasons ever a lot worse. That's just the facts. And behind him, if he's gone, we're looking at Marcus Davenport on a one-year contract. And Marcus Davenport is a big question mark itself. Patrick Jones, DJ Wanham, and then you get into the Andre Carters and Luigi Villains. Things get gross, and things get gross very, very quickly. And losing Kendricks, losing some other guys on defense, Tomlinson, Patrick Peterson, and to put Danielle Hunter on there. I know it's easy to say, hey, you know what? Let's bring in anybody. It can't get any worse. Well, losing Hunter could make things worse. So I'm torn. Natalie Imbruglia, I don't know what to think about this. If he was like 26, I'd be all for it. No way in hell you trade him. You bring him back. But, man, I don't know. If I want them to keep him. I want them to work out some sort of contract where it's whatever, 3-4 more years, give him his money. He definitely deserves it. And let's have Brian Flores use Hunter to turn this defense around. But I think it's getting to the point now where it's actually legit, where he could actually be shipped. If you were also going to get traded, I wouldn't be shocked as if I was 2 weeks ago. Danielle Hunter's been one of the best damn defensive players we've had over the last handful of years. And wherever he goes, he would probably want to be one of their best defensive players. So we will see. If I'm the Vikings, I go to Brian Flores and say, are you going to put this guy in a spot where he has 15 sacks? Are you going to put this guy in a spot where he helps Marcus Davenport get 15 sacks? I leave it. I put it in his hands and let him make the call. And from there, I just make sure I get some damn good value. But I'm not that smart. We will see what happens. If I had to predict what happens, I say there's no way in hell they let Danielle Hunter go. They end up paying him, and he retires a wonderful Viking. I think he's got like 71 career sacks. Let's get him up to that 100, baby. Let's get him that 100 plus in purple. Let me know what you think. I'm a little scared right now. I might have to go crack a beer, even though it's only 2:02 p.m. Hit that sub. Let me know in the comments. We'll be back hot and heavy.